Hi everyone, it's Avalon Intuitive. Welcome to a new pick a card. Today's topic is looking into your soul's deepest, truest desire. So what is it that you actually want? And I want to preface this by saying that sometimes we may think we want one thing when subconsciously we actually want something else. And if we're not aware of that subconscious desire, it can cause things to play out in our life in a way that's confusing to us, or it can make good things manifest or maybe unwanted things manifest. So I'm hoping to bring light to your subconscious here about what your soul is truly aiming for in this life and desiring in this life. And I might bring through some messages about what you can do, messages from the universe about what you can do to fulfill this deep desire, your soul's desire. So I hope whatever comes through will be helpful and interesting. Before we get into it, if you would like to book a private reading with me, you can find my booking page linked below in the comment section and description box. Feel free to give this a thumbs up if you enjoy it. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And remember to hit the notification bell when you subscribe so you get notified every time I upload a new video. Also check out my other YouTube channel. It's called Avalon Tarot, and it's also linked below in the comment section and description box if you want to check it out. Let's get into it though. There are 4 groups to choose from as always. This is group 1, group 2, group 3, and group 4. So those are the groups. Take as much time as you need to choose. You can pause the video here if you need more time. If you chose group 1, I will start with you. If you chose any of the others, just go down to the timestamps in the description box and click on the time that corresponds to your group. Hi group 1, if you chose the first stone, the blue lace agate pebble, let's get into your reading and see what is it that your soul is actually craving or desiring in this life. We have the Page of Cups. What is pile 1's soul actually desiring? What is pile 1's deepest desire, please? This one wants to come out. Page of Cups, the Tower. It's too many. Can we have 3 more cards from this deck, please? What is pile 1's deepest desire? What is pile 1's soul actually craving? Pile 1, please. Can we have 3 more cards from this deck? What is pile 1's soul actually craving? The 9 of Cups. The World. What is pile 1's soul actually craving? And the 3 of Pentacles. That's interesting. So I'm getting that it's like your soul came into this life with the intention of creating a life that was very different from the life you started out with. On a deep level, you may desire to separate yourself from the life you were born into, or from your childhood in some way. Like there's a deep desire to create a world for yourself, create a life for yourself that is separate from or different from where you started out, like your beginnings. And I feel that when you incarnated, you set the intention that you would end up ultimately carving out a life for yourself that was very different from the life you started out with, or the life you were born into. So I don't know why. There must be a reason why a part of you wants to separate yourself from the life you were born into, or create a life that's very far away from or different from the life you started out with. Maybe there were things you didn't like in your early life, or maybe it was just not fulfilling. Maybe there wasn't enough dreaminess, and maybe you were a dreamer. It's like your soul also desires to carve out a very unique path. Like you've come here to carve out a path for yourself that is a reflection of who you feel you are. You came here to desire more. You came here to want more than what you may have started out with. I'm going to pull some oracle cards. What is pile one's soul actually craving? I feel in the immediate sense, many of you, your soul is craving a new beginning. Like with the Page of Cups and the Tower, I feel like your soul feels like you may have outgrown certain things or a specific situation in your life, and it's like craving more, craving something bigger, craving something different. What is pile one's soul actually craving, or what is their deepest desire? I feel like many of you may end up living far away from where you grew up, the country you were born in, and just many of you may have already or will inevitably end up living a life that's very different from the life you started out with or the life that the people you grew up with lived. What is pile one's soul actually craving, please? We have maybe, service, what does pile one's soul actually crave? You didn't come here to settle. Like, can we have one card from this deck, please? What is pile one's soul actually craving? This one. Voice. For many of you, your soul is craving being heard, being seen and being heard. You didn't come here to settle for things that feel any less than what you want or what you feel your potential is. Like you didn't come here to sit on the fence and live a half life or half live your life or half commit to your goals and dreams. You came here to fully commit to your goals and dreams and fully go after them. And your soul is desiring to be seen and heard in a new level. So many of you may be craving, your soul may be craving a change in career or in your life path, doing something that allows you to express yourself more and be seen and heard more, or have something that you want to be seen and heard more to be seen and heard. Your soul wants to do something that it loves to do, not something that you just feel okay about. Your soul wants to live a life that you actually feel passionate about and that has meaning and purpose for you. Not a life that's just okay. I'm hearing your soul came here to be thrilled with what is happening, not sort of like, yeah, things are okay. Your soul came here to be really happy and like live this amazing, colorful, vibrant life full of like a big life, and to get what you want and to have more. Maybe you should reflect back on what you desired as a child, what your dreams were, and work on fulfilling those now, even if they seem like pipe dreams or like fantasies. I feel like it's possible for you to achieve them, and your soul still wants those things. What is the advice for pile 1 to fulfill their soul's craving? We have the King of Swords in reverse. What is the advice for pile 1 to fulfill their soul's craving, please? Yeah, it's like your soul is craving having a big life. Like whatever a big life would look like to you, that's what your soul is craving. Maybe some of you came from small towns or something, and you dreamt of going to faraway lands that are where there is more to see and do, or where there are more people or more opportunities or bigger opportunities. What can pile 1 do to fulfill their soul's desire, please? Too many. The Ten of Cups. King of Swords in reverse, the Three of Cups, the Ten of Cups, the High Priestess. Live your life loudly, I'm hearing. Be loud and proud. What is the advice? Knight of Pentacles. There's like to fulfill your soul's desire, you need to believe or tell yourself that certain things are possible, like that the unlikely can become a reality for you. I feel like people in this group are very realistic and very grounded, but I almost feel like you may be too much like that, to the degree where you have told yourself that certain desires or dreams are unrealistic or not possible or something. So there's like this, the advice is to be a little bit more dreamy and a little bit more take on the mentality like, what if what I want is possible? What if I can make that a reality? How would I behave differently? What choices would I make if I believed that there was a chance that the things I want can be possible? What choices would I make? How would I look at my life differently? Like, and be bold. Live your life loudly. Don't hold back. This is how you can fulfill your soul's deepest desire. I'm not sure if with the King of Swords here, somebody once said something to you like that made you feel like what you want is not possible, or the big life that you want is not possible or not realistic. It's like, try to, with the King of Swords in reverse, try to let that go. Try to forget that. Maybe there was one specific person or people, or maybe it was society. Okay, I feel like that's all the messages I'm getting from this spread, so I think I will end the reading here. I hope you found this helpful and interesting. If you would like to book a private reading with me so I can look into this or maybe something else, you can find my booking page linked below in the comment section and description box. Feel free to give this a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and remember to hit the notification bell when you subscribe so you get notified every time I upload a new video. Also check out my other YouTube channel. It's called Avalon Tarot, and it's also linked below in the comment section and description box if you want to check it out. I will say goodbye to Heather Pile 1. Take care and hope to see you in the next video. Bye. Hi Pile 2, if you chose the second stone, let's get into your reading and see what your soul is actually craving. What is your soul's deepest desire? I'm just, not really related, but while I was preparing for your reading, I was getting this message that I was getting something about whales. I feel like for many people in this group, either your spirit animal is the whale, or the energy of the whale has a specific message for you. So look up what the whale symbolizes and the messages associated with the whale, and that may have a specific message or a specific help for you at this time. We have the Queen of Swords. What is pile 2's soul actually craving, please? Can we have 2 of Swords? Can we have 3 more cards, please? What is pile 2's soul actually craving? What is their deepest desire? And how is this causing things to manifest a certain way? We have the 7 of Pentacles. What is pile 2's soul actually craving? Three of Pentacles in reverse. What is pile 2's soul actually craving, please? Can we have 1 more card? Where did that card go? Here we go. 4 of Swords. There's like an energy of deprivation here, or it's like a part of you feels starved of something. And the cards that have come through are talking like they're material cards with the pentacles, but it feels like there's something emotional that you're being starved of. I feel like maybe you've been deprived of a sense of satisfaction, like feeling full. Just as a side note, I feel like some people in this group may be deficient in something. Like, I'm not sure if you restrict your diet or something, or you cut out whole food groups in your diet, and you may be, some of you, malnourished in some way. Well, not malnourished, that's a bit extreme, but just maybe slightly deficient in something. But it feels like your soul is craving, like, respect, satisfaction, fullness, a sense of fulfillment. So I don't know if a lot of you have done things like taken action, but have not got out of the things you've done what you wanted, or not got back what you felt you deserved. Maybe some of you have been taking action towards things that can't bring you fulfillment. Like, some of you may have been trying to get what you want through means that can't bring you what you want. And so there's like this chronic feeling of lack of fulfillment, lack of, I'm also hearing gratitude. So I don't know if you feel that people have not recognized your efforts, or you haven't been adequately recognized for your efforts. But I feel like, yeah, your soul just wants to feel full, like I get something out of what I'm doing. And I feel like you haven't felt like you've been getting anything out of what you've been doing. And that's, I actually feel for the majority, it's because a lot of you may have been taking action or putting energy towards things that you're not passionate about or that you're not inspired by. And so the results you get out of them can't bring you fulfillment because the actions may not actually mean much to you. Like there's a lack of feeling. So I feel like your soul is also desiring passion, but there's also a desire for respect here with the Queen of Swords and the Two of Swords. Let's pull your oracle cards. What is pile 2's soul actually craving? So if you're doing things that you don't, we have new home. If you're doing things that you don't feel passionate about or that you don't feel anything for, this either means that you won't get results out of the actions that you're taking, or it will mean that the results you do get won't fill you up, won't fulfill you, because what you're doing doesn't mean much to you. It doesn't have any, there's no emotion connected to it. What is pile 2's soul actually craving, please? Can we have one card from this deck? This card wants to come out. New home, messenger. What is pile 2's soul actually craving, please? We have one card from this deck, please. That's too many. Natural. It's like your soul wants to stop doing something that you're doing. Some of you, your soul may desire to not have to work, or not have to work for money or for respect or for validation. Your soul may desire to be abundant without having to work for it. It's like on a soul level, you want to be able to do things that come naturally to you, that feel like you. So I don't know if you've been doing something for a career or something else in your life that doesn't feel like you, that doesn't feel natural to you, that doesn't feel like you, that you feel like doesn't fit you. And this may be why when you take action, either things don't manifest, or what does manifest doesn't bring you any fulfillment. And this desire may have been causing, with the new home here, changes in work or upheavals, because a part of you may not want to work, or not want to work on something you've been working on. What is the advice, please, for pile 2 to fulfill their soul's craving or desire? This one wants to come out. The Four of Cups. What is the advice for pile 2 to fulfill their soul's desire? We have the Magician in reverse. Can we have 3 more cards from this deck, please? 6 of Cups, 4 of Cups, the Magician in reverse, the 6 of Cups. It's like you've been playing a role that you don't want to play or that's not you. Can we have 2 more cards, please? What is the advice for pile 2? King of Swords. Can we have 1 more card, please? What is the advice for pile 2 to fulfill their soul's desire? The Sun, 4 of Cups, the Magician in reverse, the 6 of Cups, King of Swords, and the Sun. It's like with the 4 of Cups, I'm getting the feeling that you've been trying to convince yourself that you like something that you don't actually like, or convince yourself even that you want something that you don't actually really want. So there's this message to be honest with yourself about how you really feel about something in your life, and do what calls you. I don't know if some of you didn't follow your calling or something with the Sun card here and the 4 of Swords. Like I feel like back in time you may have felt like you had a calling, but you didn't follow it. You did something else instead. So the advice to fulfill your soul's desire and to actually experience fulfillment and true nourishment from the universe on a soul level, soul nourishment of your soul. This is like getting what you want, getting something that means something to you, getting something out of what you do. You need to do things that matter to you, that have feeling. You need to follow your calling. Listen to your instincts. You do have a calling. Maybe some of you think you don't, but you do. And I think if you tune into yourself and ask yourself what you really want, what matters to you, you will find your calling. And then follow it, go towards it. Okay, I feel like that's all the messages I'm getting from this spread, so I think I will end the reading here. I hope you found this helpful and interesting. If you would like to book a private reading with me so I can look into this or maybe something else, you can find my booking page linked below in the comment section and description box. Feel free to give this a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and remember to hit the notification bell when you subscribe so you get notified every time I upload a new video. Also check out my other YouTube channel. It's called Avalon Tarot, and it's also linked below in the comment section and description box if you want to check it out. I will say goodbye to you here though, Pile 2. Take care and hope to see you in the next video. Bye. Hi Pile 3, if you chose the 3rd stone, the fluorite wand, let's get into your reading and see what your soul is actually craving. What is your soul's deepest, truest desire? For Pile 3, please, can we have 5 cards from this deck? What is Pile 3's soul actually craving? We have the King of Cups, the Magician. What is Pile 3's soul actually craving? Justice. Can we have 2 more cards, please? What is Pile 3's soul actually craving? That's too many. Take this one, the 3 of Swords. Can we have 1 more card, please? What is Pile 3's soul actually craving? That's too many. Can we have 1 more card, please? This one. Page of Pentacles. Okay, let's pull your oracle cards. What is pile 3's soul actually craving, please? Friend. Can we have one card from this deck, please? What is pile 3's soul actually craving? Happy outcome. Shadow. It's interesting. I feel like people in this group, with the King of Cups coming out right off the bat, I feel like people, the conscious version of you, thinks that what you want is love, is a soulmate, a romantic partner. And your soul does want this, want a soulmate, but I'm not necessarily sure that your soul wants a romantic soulmate. It's like your soul wants a soulmate connection that has boundaries, that is platonic. I think because your soul wants to be able to differentiate yourself from the other person, which it may feel like it can't do if it's in a romantic connection. Like the lines may get blurred in a romantic connection where one person begins and the other ends. And what your soul wants is to experience a loving connection, a deep soulmate connection with someone where you can still differentiate where you begin and end and where the other person begins and ends. So this may be causing some of you to manifest, like be trying to manifest love, but to keep manifesting people where you end up being friend-zoned or where you ultimately just end up being friends. Some of you may already have a romantic relationship where like the basis of this relationship is that you're best friends, because your soul really wants to experience a bond that's not made more complicated by romantic feelings. I think your soul wants to experience a relationship that feels safe, like a soulmate bond that feels safe from the things that can go wrong in romantic love and the particular hurt that can occur in romantic love. So your soul is like, I really want to experience safe love, a love where there are boundaries between me and the other person, and where I can't get hurt the way you can get hurt in a romantic connection. So this is like making you manifest people where you end up being friends or friend-zoned, or where the connection doesn't develop beyond a friendship. Your soul is also desiring to learn about yourself through relationships. Like this is how your soul chose to evolve. Your soul incarnated with the desire to learn about who you are through relationships, through having yourself mirrored back to you through your relationships. So this may cause your relationships to be very deep, but also very enlightening, sometimes even challenging, because you wanted to learn through your relationships. What is the advice for pile 3 to fulfill their soul's deepest desire? Temperance, 7 of Wands, what is the advice for pile? Like your soul doesn't want to get lost. I'm hearing enmeshed. Your soul doesn't want to get lost in romantic relationships or lose your identity in romantic relationships. Your soul wants to maintain a sense of self, a sense of identity. So I would advise you, like, if you want a romantic relationship, make sure you go into it with the intention of maintaining your identity and a sense of self and not losing yourself in the other person or losing sight of what you think, what you feel, what you want, who you are. And then if you do that, if you set that intention, this part of you that wants to maintain a sense of self will feel safe enough to manifest a romantic relationship. What is the advice for pile 3 to fulfill their soul's deepest craving, please? Your soul wants to feel safe. I'm getting also for some of you, a part of you, there's your child self coming through, which is that a part of you is afraid of having a serious romantic relationship because a part of you feels like you'd be out of your depth. Some of you may be slightly stuck back in childhood, or a childhood aspect of yourself may not have developed beyond a certain point. And I'm just getting something that your child self finds the idea of a serious, committed adult relationship overwhelming. I don't feel prepared for that. I don't feel ready for that. So just be aware of the part of you that may feel this way. With the shadow here, it could very well be subconscious, so you may not feel like that's accurate, but I am picking up on it. But you may not resonate with that because it's subconscious. And this part of you that feels out of its depth when it comes to having a committed adult relationship may also be causing you to manifest connections that don't develop into something serious, because a part of you is afraid of that or feels out of its depth when it comes to that. What is the advice for pile 3 to fulfill their soul's deepest desire? This child part of you wants relationships that are simple and easy, where we can just be friends and get along and it's not complicated, and where things are simple, like how they are when we're in relationships in childhood, more simple. What can pile 3 do to manifest their soul's deepest craving? Queen of Cups in reverse, Temperance, 7 of Wands, Ace of Wands, Queen of Cups, and the Page of Cups. Yeah, so maintain a sense of self and an identity. I don't know if sometimes when you find somebody that you love romantically, whether you take on their desires and their opinions and drop your own. So the advice to fulfill your soul's desire, which is to maintain a sense of self, is to not lose sight of what you want and what you think and what you feel. And also don't rush into relationships. Pay attention to how you're really feeling and take it in baby steps or small steps. This is how this part of you can feel safe and not overwhelmed. Don't rush in too much to love or to something that you love. Take smaller steps and pay attention to how you're feeling, and don't lose sight of yourself. This is how you can fulfill your soul's deepest desire, to feel safe and to feel like you have an identity. Okay, I feel like that's all the messages I'm getting from this spread, so I think I will end the reading here. I hope you found this helpful and interesting. If you would like to book a private reading with me so I can look into this or maybe something else, you can find my booking page linked below in the comment section and description box. Feel free to give this a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And remember to hit the notification bell when you subscribe so you get notified every time I upload a new video. Also check out my other YouTube channel. It's called Avalon Tarot, and it's also linked below in the comment section and description box if you want to check it out. I will say goodbye to you here though, Pile 3. Take care and hope to see you in the next video. Bye. Hi Pile 4, if you chose the 4th stone, let's get into your reading and see what is your soul actually craving? What is your soul's deepest, truest desire? For Pile 4, please. This one came out 2 of Wands in reverse. Can we have 4 more cards, please? What is Pile 4's soul actually craving? What is their deepest, truest desire? Thank you. We have the Devil, 2 of Wands in reverse, the Devil. Queen of Swords. We have 2 more cards, please. What is Pile 4's soul actually craving? Five of Cups. What is Pile 4's soul actually craving, please? Can we have 1 more card? We have 1 more card, please. Page of Pentacles. Your soul is craving, we have the 9 of Cups on the bottom of the deck. Your soul is craving to feel good about yourself. I don't know if some of you have had an influence in your life, someone who's been critical of you, or whether you have some other influence in your life, whether this is social media or something. It's like your soul incarnated with the intention of feeling good about yourself, and you may have incarnated choosing to have experiences that would cause you to feel bad about yourself, or have, with the 5 of Cups here, low self-esteem, so that it would give birth to the desire for you to see yourself in a positive light, or to like yourself. So it's like your soul is craving a new self-image. I get also, like, in the immediate sense, your soul is craving like a glow up, like a revolution when it comes to how you feel about yourself. Any of you who spend a lot of time on social media, I feel like your soul very specifically is craving to not have that influence in its life so much anymore. I'm going to pull your oracle cards. What is Pile 4's soul actually craving, please? Like, it's like there's some influence that your soul wants to leave your life. That's why, again, I don't know if it's social media, like something you're watching or listening to that makes you feel bad about yourself or about your life, or if there's someone or certain people who are critical of you or just say things that make you feel bad about yourself or your life. Like, your soul wants those influences to be not there anymore, or for you to not pay attention to them anymore. Your soul wants a fresh start, like a clean slate, but it's specifically to do with how you feel about yourself. Notice the signs. Like, maybe you're not aware of how much something affects how you see yourself. Like, pay attention when you watch certain things or listen to certain things or go on social media. Pay attention to how it actually makes you feel about yourself and how it actually makes you perceive your life and what you have achieved. And if you do this, you may notice that actually a lot of what you consume, like whether it's in the media or social media, is negatively affecting how you feel about your life and yourself. Your soul is craving a new chapter, like a new beginning, fresh start. What is pile 4's soul actually craving? One where you feel lighter and good about yourself. What is pile 4's soul actually craving? Soldier. Yeah, one card from this deck, please. What is pile 4's soul actually craving? What is their soul's deepest, truest desire? Awake. It's interesting, when the soldier card came up, it's interesting that the awake card came out, because I was saying it's like your soul wants to wake up in the morning without feeling like, okay, what am I going to have to deal with next? Or what's going to make me feel bad next? We have the soften card on the bottom of the deck. Like your soul is craving a life where you can wake up in the morning and feel like there's nothing that's going to make you feel bad or anxious or like you have to be on guard or something. Not so much that I feel that's the case. I feel like it may just be yeah, and I get with the awake card, your soul's craving like a clean slate, transformation. A lot of you, your soul wants to get out of a situation that doesn't feel very good for you. With the devil card here, it's like you're overdue for a change in a certain situation. This could be career here with the devil card, but it could also be in the context of a relationship or in a living situation. I'm hearing that you have a very high calling in this life, like you have a very specific life mission. I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of people in this group have master number 11 or 22 in the numerology, whether it's in the numerology of your name or your date of birth, but you have a very big calling and you're meant to do more or do something big. And I feel like you may have been doing things that are smaller than your potential, or living or seeing yourself as small or something, and then making choices that are aligned to this view that you are small or something, or smaller than you actually are. So your soul is like craving a breakthrough. What is the advice for pile 4 to fulfill their soul's craving or deepest desire? What is the advice for pile 4, please? The star card. What is the advice for pile 4 to fulfill their soul's deepest desire? The moon. Yeah, it's like your soul wants a life that is gentler and where you don't have to be. Maybe your life feels hard to you, or like the life you're living requires you to have to wear your armor and be strong, and it's like your soul wants to live a much softer life. Because I feel like people in this group are very gentle and very sensitive and very even artistically gifted, but I wonder if you're not doing something that allows you to sit in that energy, or you're not living a life that allows you to sit in that energy. What can pile 4 do to fulfill their soul's deepest desire, please? There's also this message that your soul desires to be the kind of person that you look up to. Like, I'm not sure if you have someone or certain people that you look up to. There's like this message that you're meant to be on the same level as them, and you are. Like, you're meant to, whoever you look up to or admire, it's like you're meant to do what they do or live a similar kind of experience. What can pile Judgment? What can pile 4 do to fulfill their soul's deepest desire? Like, very simply, pay attention to how you feel. Pay attention to how things make you feel. Can we have 2 more cards, please? What can pile 4 do to manifest their soul's deepest desire? 7 of Swords. The Devil, the Star, the Moon, the Judgment, 7 of Swords, and the Devil. So the Devil's come out again. Like before, I was getting that the Devil represented things that, influences that make you feel bad. Things in your life that make you feel bad. And then the Judgment, the Devil card has come up again, talking about what you need to do to fill your soul's deepest desire. So this is like changing how you view what you consume. Change your relationship with it. Like, this may even be to pursue something that you see other people doing that you are influenced by, or that you think like you're not one of, but you are one of them, or you can be one of them. There's also this message to try to create a life for yourself that makes space for you to be authentic and to feel like you can be yourself without criticism. Like, try to carve out a life for yourself that makes room for you to sit in a more gentle, creative energy, rather than an energy of fight or flight or having to wear your armor. Like, carve out a life for yourself where you don't feel like you have to hide certain aspects or certain aspects of yourself or certain traits, or carve out a life for yourself that doesn't make you feel bad about who you are. It's like, I want to say there's nothing wrong with you. There may just be some things in your life that are not aligned to your essence, and so you feel like you have to either hide things about yourself, or it makes you feel like there's something wrong with you. A change, whatever you think your flaws are with the Devil card here, or whatever you think is wrong with you, change your perspective of it. Change how you view it. Like, change your relationship with what you think is wrong with you, or what you think your flaws are. Try to see things you think are your flaws in a new light. Try to see them as assets, or how they can become assets to you, so that you don't have to keep hiding them or feeling like you have to change these things about yourself. That's how you can fulfill your soul's desire or find happiness. Okay, I feel like that's all the messages I'm getting from this spread, so I think I will end the reading here. I hope you found this helpful and interesting. If you would like to book a private reading with me so I can look into this or maybe something else, you can find my booking page linked below in the comment section and description box. Feel free to give this a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And remember to hit the notification bell when you subscribe so you get notified every time I upload a new video. Also check out my other YouTube channel. It's called Avalon Tarot, and it's also linked below in the comment section and description box if you want to check it out. I will say goodbye to you here though, Pile 4. Take care and hope to see you in the next video. Bye.